Hey everybody, it's Bobby with Blog-Bobbielambert.com, and today I'm gonna go over some Perfect Pearls card that I'm making, and it'll be actually featured on my blog, but I wanted to show you the technique that I used to do it. So I had picked up a new Jane Davenport stamp, and I thought this was really cute, and so we're gonna use this to show you, okay? So I'm using black cardstock, and this is not very thick cardstock. It's actually just the Michaels brand generic black cardstock. And what I'm going for is kind of a flimsy 3D kind of look. I want these flowers to come off of the paper. So part of this technique is going to be getting the paper wet and drying it. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. If you're looking for something that's very sturdy, you know, this technique is not going to do well with that. So I'm using the Tonic Studios Tim Holtz stamp platform. I use this pretty much with all my stamps. I love it. And I'm going to stamp this image pretty much in the middle of this cardstock. So the great thing with the platform is you can put the stamp anywhere you want, and it's going to actually stamp right where you want it to. So if you shut the lid, it's going to adhese the stamp to the back of the acrylic. And then I'm going to take the Perfect Medium, the Ranger Perfect Medium that actually you use with the Perfect Pearls, and I'm going to stamp the stamp. And I'm going to, I hope this is in the shot. If it's not, I apologize. But I'm going to cover the stamp with this medium, and I'm going to bring this down and stamp this image on the paper. So you just push down a little bit. You can see the medium on there, and it made a really good impression the first time. But if it didn't, you could re-ink, and this would actually stamp exactly where it did the first time. That's why I love the stamp platform so much. So I'm going to remove the image, and you can't really probably see it on the camera, but it is a perfect image. And we're going to now use the Perfect Pearls to dust this image, and you'll start seeing it come up. I'm going to use two colors. I'm going to use the maroonish red looking color and the purple, and I'm going to do a blend. So I'm going to start with the purple. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the pigment with a basic paintbrush, and I'm going to start rubbing it on the image, and you can see it starting to come into focus. I'm going to do both edges with the purple, and then I'm just going to kind of dust off my brush on a towel I have sitting to the side. And I'm going to pick up some red pigment, and I'm going to finish the middle, and I'm going to overlap it a little bit with the purple. Just kind of blend it in there. Okay. Now you can actually use the same brush that you use to kind of sweep off the extra pigment off the card. And then I also like to use, this is just basic kind of stenciling brush, but I will really clean that image up if you just kind of go over it. And then you can take the excess and just kind of dump it off in your waist area. I'm taking a towel, and I'm just kind of wiping the edge of the card to get the rest of the debris off. Now once you get your image on the card, you're going to take a mini spritzer, and you're just going to spritz a little bit of water on there to bring that pigment out. And then you're going to take your heat tool and heat set the image. Okay, so I've got my heat tool here, and I'm going to just heat set the image. What this process actually does is it sets the ink, the pigment ink, and so now this ink won't come off of the card when you handle it. Okay, so as you can see, the cardstock kind of buckled a little bit, which is fine because, like I said, this is kind of going with my project, what I want to do. But then I'm going to just cut out around this flower here, and you'll see the finished product above this link on my blog. you'll see what the finished product looked like. But basically, that's it. And you can see how easy the medium was to use. None of this is coming off now, and it's a permanent image now. So that's it. Perfect Pearls, super easy.